friends, I'm back with a video and it's about our own Earth. Earth is the third planet from the Sun and the only astronomical object known to harbor life. About 29% of the Earth's surface is land, consisting of continents and islands. The remaining 71% is covered with water, mostly by oceans, but also lakes, rivers, and other freshwater, which together constitute the hydrosphere. Much of the Earth's polar regions are covered in ice. Earth's outer layer is divided into several rigid tectonic plates that migrate across the surface over many millions of years. Earth's interior remains active with a solid iron inner core and liquid outer core that generates Earth's magnetic field and converting mantle that drives plate tectonics. According to the radiometric dating estimation and other evidence, Earth formed over 4.5 billion years ago. Within the first billion years of Earth's history, life appeared in ocean and began to affect Earth's atmosphere and surface, leading to the proliferation and anaerobic and later aerobic organisms. Some geological evidence indicates that life may have arisen as early as 4.1 billion years ago. Since then, the combination of Earth's distance from the Sun, physical properties, and geological history have allowed life to evolve and thrive. Friends, scientists found a very thin layer in Antarctica. It's because of the melting of Antarctica's ice. It's our responsibility to not make the earth hotter. In the history of life on earth, biodiversity has gone through long periods of expansion, occasionally punctuated by mass extinction. Over 99% of all species that ever lived on earth are extinct. Almost 8 billion humans live on earth and depend on its biosphere and natural resources for their survival. Humans increasingly impact Earth's hydrology, atmospheric process, and other life. Earth's atmosphere consists mostly of nitrogen and oxygen. Tropical regions receive more energy from the sun than the polar regions, which is redistributed by atmospheric and ocean circulation. Greenhouse gases also play an important role in regulating the surface temperature. A region's climate is not only determined by latitude but also by its proximity to moderating ocean and height, among the other factors. Extreme weather such as the tropical cyclones and heat waves occur in most areas and has a large impact on life. Earth's gravity interacts with other objects in space, especially the sun and the moon, which is Earth's only natural satellite. Earth orbits around the sun in about 365.25 days. Earth's axis of rotation is tilted with respect to its orbital plane, producing seasons on Earth. The gravitational interaction between the Earth and the Moon causes tides, stabilizes Earth's orientation on its axis, and gradually slows its rotation. Earth is the densest planet in the solar system and the largest and the most massivest of the four rocky planets. Chemical reactions lead to self-replicating molecules for about 4 billion years ago. Half billion years later, the last common ancestor of all current life arose. The evolution of photosynthesis allowed the sun's energy to harvest directly by life forms. The result molecular oxygen accumulated in the atmosphere and due to interaction with ultraviolet solar radiation formed a protective ozone layer. In the upper atmosphere, the incorporation of smaller cells with the larger ones resulted in the development of complex cells called eukaryotes. True multicircular organism found as a cell with clonizing becoming increasingly specialized, aided by the observation of the harmful ultraviolet radiation by the solar ozone layer. Life colonized Earth's surface. Among the earliest fossil evidence for life is a microbial mat fossil found in 3.48 billion year old sandstone in Western Africa. Biogenic graphite found in 3.7 billion year metasedimentary rocks in western Greenland and remains of biotic material found in 4.1 billion years old rocks in Western Australia. The earliest direct evidence of life on Earth is contained in 3.45 billion years old Australian rocks showing the fossil of microorganisms. During the Neoproterozoic 1000 to 541 year, much of Earth might be have covered in ice. This hypothesis has been termed snowball Earth, and it is the particular interest because it proceeds from the Cambrian explosion, when the multicircular life form significantly increased in complexity. Following in the Cambrian explosion in 535 MIA, there have been at least 5 major mass extinctions and other minor ones. Apart from the processed current Holocene extinction event, the most of the recent was 66 MIA, when the asteroid impact triggered the extinction of non-avian dinosaurs and other large reptiles, but largely spared small animals such as insects, mammals, lizards, and birds. Mammalian life has diverged over the past 66 years and over several million years ago. An African ape gained the ability to stand upright. This facilitated tool use and encouraged communication that provide the nutrition and stimulation needed for a larger brain, which led to the evolution of humans. The development of agriculture and civilization led the humans having the influence on the earth and nature and quantity of other life forms that continues to this day. Over 99% of the all species that ever lived on Earth are extinct. The total surface of the Earth is about 510 million square kilometers, 197 million miles. Of this, 70.8% or 361.13 million square kilometers, 139.43 million square miles is below the sea level and covered by ocean water. Below the ocean surface are much of continental shelves, mountains, volcanoes, oceanic trenches, submarine canyons, oceanic plateaus, abyssal plains, and global spanning mid-ocean ridge system. The remaining 29.2% or 148.94 million square kilometers, 57.51 million square miles not covered by water has terrain that varies greatly from place to place and consisting of mountains, desert, plains, plateaus and other life forms. The elevation of the land surface varies from the low point of minus 418 meters or minus 10371 feet at the Dead Sea to a maximum altitude of 8,848 meters, 29,029 feet at the top of the Mount Everest. The mean height of the land above sea level is about 797 meters, 2,615 feet. The continental crust consists of lower density materials such as igneous rocks, granite, and andesite. Less common is basalt and denser volcanic rock that is primarily constituent of the ocean floors. Sedimentary rock is formed from the accumulation of sediments that become sedimentary rock. Although they form about nearly 75% of the continental surface and 5% of the crust. The third form of rock material found on the earth is metamorphic rock, which is created from the transmission of the pre-existing rocks types through high pressure, high temperature, or both. The most abundant silicate material on Earth's surface including quartz, feldspar, amphibole, mica, pyroxene, and olivine. Common carbonate materials include calcite, found in limestone, and dolomite. Erosion and tectonic volcanic eruptions, flooding, weathering, glaciation, and growth of coral reefs and meteorite impacts are among the processes that constantly reshape Earth's surface over geological time. The pedosphere is the outermost layer of the Earth's continental surface and is composed of soil and subject to soil formation process. The total arable land is 10.9% of the land surface, with 1.3% being permanent cropland. Close to 40% of the Earth's land surface is used for agriculture, or an estimated 16.7 million square kilometers, 6.4 million square miles of cropland, and 33.5 million square kilometers, or 12.9 million square miles of pasture land. Friends, please like, subscribe, share, and press the bell icon to my channel.